Starting to smell an odor underneath the passenger seat here. And looks like we might have something else underneath the passenger seat. Good boy. Good boy.
The reportee seems to think that they may have shot something in the field. This makes me nervous when these guys may have guns and they're out like this. And you just never know what they're going to do or what they're going to try to pull. There's a lot of people live out here. There's a lot of shooting goes on here, but it gets even more so when we get east. And people just forget about what's downrange. You know, when they start shooting these guns, you just never know what they're going to do or what they're going to try to pull. And there's the vehicle, it looks like. There's the vehicle right over here, see it? I can see a rifle in that rear window there, see it? Up on the rack. Can you guys keep your hands where we can see them?
We're on the side of the truck so we can see you real quick. Have you come around this side.
Over here.
With hammers and cement blocks, she's concerned that they'll get hurt.
Lighter back in my pocket?
No, just keep them where we can, keep your hands where we can see them.
I am, I'm trying.
Both of you.
I am.
Well, your partner's not.
Get him up, Dawn. Hello, officers.
We're doing real good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. We weren't until you guys showed. The neighbors over here must not have liked it when we killed the cow.
Well, it must be what it is that must be what happened here, yeah.
It is. It is.
Okay.
Okay. Can I put them down now, sir?
Okay.
The only weapon we have is that odd 6 on the.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this your property here?
You can see is what happened is me and the man that owns the cows, we came out last Saturday and we took a shot at the cow and we missed it. It was like 50 feet, but the gun I had was a 44 mag Winchester rifle, and I had a man come in and appraise my guns. And apparently, I don't know if it had fell on the floor or what had happened, but it had apparently been knocked off, and it was shooting off, and I missed the cow. So we just left and came back and went back to Morton, and we decided we'd give her a few days and come back and get her.
Apparently, what we've got is some guys that have some wild cows out here have been asked to come out and slaughter one of them, and that's what's happened here. The neighbors called. They thought that they had shot someone. What they ended up shooting is a cow, and they're in the process of butchering it now. So we're going to call the people that own the field and the cow and try to determine if, in fact, they're supposed to be here. So.
Well, now, we got all kinds of help. Maybe they can help us with it.
Yeah, right.
It'd be nice. It'd sure save us a lot of trouble.
How the hell we get this loaded, you know?
Clean uniform.
I'm not too sure I want to help you load that.
Oh, we've got a tarp we could roll it up on, and we could just pick up the corners of the tarp.
Yeah, that's fine. The story about being in Alaska verifies also. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, as soon as he's done doing what he's doing over there, then we'll let you guys go back to what you want to do.
Okay. I'm sorry we bothered you people.
Bothering us. This is what we do. This is our job. So.
Well, it's nice to know somebody's out here doing their job.
We had our dispatcher called, and they did confirm that they did have permission to be down here and killing it. So, guys going to have a freezer full of meat this winter. We're going to a domestic between a white female and a white male, and apparently it's just a verbal domestic right now, but the white female is apparently throwing stuff and breaking stuff in the house, so we'll get over there and see if we can't figure out what the problem is and get it stopped.
I can't find the VIN or anything like this, so I'm going to leave a note for one of the whole guys on this shift.
Yeah, I think this is where she was at.
2143.
There she is. See her laying under the tree over there? Right there. Sally, come on, Sally. All we're gonna do is talk to you. If he's playing games, all I want to do is talk to her. Sally, come on, Sally. All I want to do is talk to you. Well, I'd rather not.
Hey, Ricky.
Come on, Sally, what's the matter?
You? I don't want to talk to him.
Well, that's fine.
And that's my choice.
You're right, it is.
Verbal argument. She's seeing a psychologist, but we don't really have anything.
He doesn't hold all the keys, okay?
Yeah.
You're right, but maybe we can help you, Sally.
Oh,
Maybe we can help you.
all of it is on him?
Well, come on, Sally, maybe we can help you with this.
Pretty much. We'll be back here tonight. Apparently she was gone last night, though, and didn't come home, so maybe she'll find a place to go.
Yeah. And that nothing was being busted up or anything in there?
No, she tipped over a coffee table.
Oh.
No damage.
You know, the way she's acting, I think she wants us to come after her and chase after her. Okay.
Have I hurt you?
Well, I saw you pull some flowers up there. It looks to me like you got a vandalism.
That is my flowers. I can pull up whatever flowers.
Well, unfortunately, it's community property, and your husband hasn't. Okay, come on.
No. Wait a minute. You're taking out of my pocket.
Yeah. That's what we do when we arrest people.
What am I being arrested for? That's what I want to know.
Vandalism.
Oh, Rick!
Okay, go ahead and open your car.
Got her?
Yep.
Rick! Can I speak to my husband?
You can when we're done with him, okay? Okay. Now what I want you to do is have a seat back in the car. Get back in the car, okay?
I wasn't hurting you.
You're right, you weren't. You're right, you weren't.
And I was being mellow.
You were. And I want you to stay being mellow. She's able to pull a Houdini act and get out of the cuffs.
Okay.
So she's real agitated. Okay?
All right.
All right.
I'll see you.
Anyway, I think we've got this problem resolved for tonight. Hopefully, when things cool down, they can get together and work this thing out and either stay together or get divorced.
I've been with the Sheriff's Department now for a little over 8 years. I just returned back to patrol at the beginning of this year after spending 4 years in our K-9 unit. Working in K-9 was a real high point, I think, with my career so far with the Sheriff's Department. Real enjoyable time being out here working at night with a dog. When I came back to patrol, I couldn't believe how quiet the car was not having a dog with me. 220.
1901 164th Street, Cortez.
We're en route to a unwanted person neighbor dispute call. Our caller's stating that her neighbor, an elderly female, is outside her front door right now, and she's running herself into the front door of the apartment. Hi, did you call?
Yeah, her.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
She came over here, started banging on my door. I mean, my bottom door wasn't even locked. I heard her knocking on the door, so I locked the bottom door because she likes to help herself and just walk right in my house. She started banging in and tried to get in my house. And
Did she get confused, thinking this is her place? Or?
No, she doesn't. She came over here and accused me of stealing from her house. And I told her, I said, your house is locked up. I didn't touch anything. And then she accused me of taking her wallet, stealing all her cigarette money, and then stealing her keys out of her room so I can help myself in and out of her house.
Is this all today?
Well, yeah, but this is like the fourth time that I've called the cops on her in the last 3 weeks.
What kind of problems have you been having?
She just comes over constantly. Today she was over just talking about the little kids over here, telling them about how she can't stand the little kids that come around and stuff.
What apartment do you live in?
This one right here.
Virginia? Hi.
Fast as I can, Mary. Put away some groceries I have.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
I talked to your neighbor
Who's that?
right next door here.
Diane?
Yeah. And
She comes over all the time to see if she can hear me pee.
okay.
And I get very disgusted about that.
Really? Yeah, I would too. She's concerned with the fact that you've been over there pounding on her door and have actually tried to get in a couple of times.
I have not.
You haven't?
She comes over here.
Okay.
Every time she's at home and
Okay.
comes in.
Did you go over there at all today?
Walks in.
Does she?
Once in a while she knocks.
Did you go over to her place at all today?
No, I did not.
If you go out and take a walk, make sure that you don't go to any of your neighbors' doors and bang on the doors or walk in
I
or
haven't.
Okay.
Not one of them.
Good.
Really.
All right? Okay, thanks, dear.
All right. You're welcome. What's your name, your first name?
I'm Deputy Nilsson.
Okay, thank you.
I believe that Virginia probably has been going around and knocking on different doors and probably even going in different apartments. I don't think that she's really a threat or a harm to anybody, but she's more of a nuisance. She seemed like a real nice lady.
All we could hear is a female yelling at somebody in the background. Mine was hung up with no further.
Okay, we're arriving at a domestic violence call, and we're going to be the first unit on the scene. Radio didn't have a lot of information, so we're going to have to find out exactly what's going on when we arrive. We're going to be arriving right here at the domestic. It's going to be the top right apartment of this fourplex. 221 County, last call. This car's involved right here. Have you seen anything going on out here?
No.
Okay, thanks.
There, Tony, he threw my mom down on the floor.
Did he? Does your mom live up here?
On the floor.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay, sitting here with my little kid.
Okay. Anything we can help you with?
No, I didn't call him.
Are there any problems here?
No.
Is Tony here? Where's Tony at?
Right here.
Hi, you're Tony?
Yeah.
Where's your girlfriend or wife at? Is this here?
No, this is my mom right here, yeah.
Okay. Where's that?
There ain't no problems around.
There's not?
There ain't.
Okay.
We just got back from summer. I went and visited a job. That's it.
Who else is here right now?
Just me right here, me and my mom.
Okay. Why don't you have a seat over here on the couch for a second?
Okay. So what's going on, though?
Why don't you have a seat?
Okay.
Where's Tammy at? Is Tammy in the back room? Yes, no?
I go with the lieutenant who's a narcotics shooter.
Tammy?
And that's why my boy tries to say cops are bad. They're not bad.
Tammy?
So you don't say that sheriffs are bad.
Hi, how are you?
Where's she at?
I don't know. They were in there. She got in the shower. She got in the shower. And I was in here with my little kid. And her little boy, the family just pulled up to take him home. And I was sitting out here. I wasn't going to be in the bedroom with him.
Okay, I could hear him arguing when I came up the stairs.
They were in there making love, so I didn't go in the bedroom.
Great.
I wasn't going to go in there with them.
That's great.
Yeah.
Did we look behind this door?
No, that I did. Well, there she is.
Well, hi, Tammy. How you doing?
Why are you hiding from us? What are you afraid of?
I got a couple warrants.
Okay, so?
So I don't want to go to jail.
So what makes you think we're going to run you for warrants when you've been a victim of an assault, domestic violence?
I wasn't a victim of domestic violence.
So what's the problem?
There is no problem. I didn't call you.
This deputy here heard you guys arguing. And
Tammy, your son told me in the parking lot that Tony threw you on the ground after you guys were arguing.
No, I tripped right there. Right there. You can ask for his mom.
Okay.
I swear.
Stand behind me, okay?
So, so there hasn't been any problem and you haven't been assaulted or anything?
No.
Okay. Then if you weren't hiding and we came in here and you told us that'd be a done deal and we'd be on down the road. And there'd be absolutely no reason for us to be suspicious that you had any warrants or even to
Well, I'm not sure
check.
I really do, but
Okay.
I haven't paid on a couple tickets, so I'm...
Okay, well, now we are going to check.
I hear you.
That's fine, thank you. Well, you don't have any warrants, Tammy. But you don't have a driver's license either, do you?
Oh, no, I'm not driving.
Well, I know that. I know. We just...
I just was afraid. I didn't know that they might have turned in warrants by now, so I changed addresses and stuff.
I think that there was a domestic that did occur. She doesn't want to be a victim of anything or make any kind of a statement. So hopefully they can make it through the weekend together.
Women have been around law enforcement long enough now to where they're accepted. I can't speak for all women, but I think I bring a little bit more of a softer side. I'll like to talk my way out of something before I like to fight. And sometimes it's helped me out, you know. suspect or the person I'm dealing with can't get a word in edgewise, so they just have to give up and eventually do what I want. We've got a robbery just occurred, and we're en route. Apparently it looks like a guy locked the clerk in a bathroom and possibly took all the money out of the till. Right now we're en route trying to get through traffic.
Radio advising on this robbery, further description on the suspect. He was wearing a dark blue and gray and rose-colored checkered shirt that was tucked in. And he's a male in his 20s, about 6 foot.
I didn't see any glasses, and facial hair, I don't think so. If he did, it would be very thin, very small amount. It's hard because he was kind of at the edge of the hallway.
Did he make any threats or harm any of you?
Pardon?
Did he make any threats or harm any of you or anything like that?
He just wanted to use the bathroom, and he went into the bathroom and came out and told me there was something spilled right by the doorway, and he said, somebody's going to sue you if they fall. I got the mop and mopped it, came back out here, and he was gone.
Okay, so he never at any time locked you in the bathroom then? Okay, because that was the report that we got. Okay, so while you were in the bathroom then, he basically just took all the money out of the register.
No,
Where's the
not all the money. He
not all the money?
Took some 5s and 3 10s.
5 and 3 10s?
Well, I don't know how many. I think there were 4 5s and 3 10s here.
Okay.
I don't think we're taking any money. I haven't found it.
We're just so glad that he didn't harm her.
Yeah.
Here, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is what next business he might do this to.
Right. That's right, and it's
so
nice to know his MO or whatever you say, because he, so that other people will know.
Yeah. And that way we can also show you a picture if we do catch him, see if maybe you can identify him. Okay, yeah, I'll get her information also. So, thank you. She's pretty calm about it, considering she's 82 years old. She's a little bit upset about it and kind of scared, but she handled it real well. Well, I've got a report of a road hazard, and it's a drunk male who is staggering in and out of traffic along Pacific Highway South, which is one of our main thoroughfares through SeaTac. And he's creating enough of a hazard where traffic is trying to swerve around him to avoid him. So we're going to be en route and see if we can't take care of it. 2 Lincoln 1, we're in the area. Oh, there's an accident. 2 Lincoln 1, possible on-view accident.
2 Lincoln 1.
I've got a red Jeep Cherokee, it looks like, head on into the fence. The guy driving or walking may be the victim of this accident.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get out and check to see if we can find the driver.
Hi, how you doing?
Whose car is this?
This is one of our parked cars here. When I started it up, I had my foot on the brake. I never even got it out of park, and it just took off. And it just kept going, and I went, I looked, and I was hoping nobody was coming down the highway.
And it just rolled straight across the street into the fence?
It was not rolling, okay?
It was not rolling?
Once I started it, it just took off. I mean, I had my foot on it. I never touched the gas. I had my foot on the brake the whole way, and I couldn't stop it. And I was trying not to hit anything here. And I got to about here, and I thought, like the key. So I turned the key off because it was still in park, and it just kept going.
Wow. Okay, so the vehicle didn't even shut off when you took the key out?
I didn't take it out, but I turned it off. Yeah.
And it
still kept going.
Okay, we'll see if it did any damage to the other car.
I'm so lucky that there weren't any cars coming down the road. I could see I was headed over here, and I couldn't see any way to turn to get away from hitting something.
This car was in the parking lot, pretty far in the back. He gets in it to move it. They had just dropped it off. He gets in to move it.
I starts
it up, and
had my foot on the brake, and as soon as I started it, it took off.
The accelerator, I guess something was wrong with it or something, but he managed to avoid all the cars as he came through the parking lot. About halfway out the parking lot.
I never left park.
Yeah, halfway out of the parking lot, he turned the key off, but the car did not stop, and it came right over Pack Highway.
Yeah, I just looked and just prayed nobody was coming down the highway.
Into this car, and there is damage on the other vehicle. This car's damaged pretty heavily.
Yeah.
The bumper on this other parked car is also damaged. Now we've got a traffic unit on scene now too, so. Well, it's amazing. Got a car parked over here on the lot. Guy turns it on to move it, and apparently he says the engine just takes off on him. He's got his foot on the brake. Can't seem to get the car stopped. He's lucky he didn't get hit by any oncoming traffic.
Gold Star is a collection. It's an effort by all of us, local law enforcement, state law enforcement, federal law enforcement, to go out there and take care of business, making the streets a little safer, and to send a message to the bad guys that we're not going to take any more of your stuff. Most of you here have all been part of Gold Star at one time or another, so you know what this is all about. We're going to go back out there tonight, and we're going to put it on the bad guys like we normally do. Say hi to the good folks, bye to the bad folks. We have Jim Bewley, one of our K-9 handlers here, and we make assumptions that everybody knows what to do when they get in or about dogs, and as some of us can attest, we get bit. So we don't want to get bit by our own dogs. So Jim, would you give us a real quick what not to do if your dog gets out of the car?
Usually he's going to be real aggressive on vehicle stops and crowds and stuff. So basically he'll be on a 6-foot leash. Just give me an 8-foot swath and I'll more or less stand behind you and be killing for you.
How about 9 foot?
If you ever yell clear for the dog, just back off. If you got leg bail, if you're chasing him, you hear stop for the dog, just freeze. He should run right by you.
CHP. Couple things. Proactive, officer safety. Remember that. If you don't come back today, that wasn't successful. But stay proactive out there. That's what you're getting paid for.
You actually had a cab pickup. This was a witness that had a warrant filled out like this.
There was a 245 suspect, assault with a deadly weapon, attempt to arrest. He fled on foot out into an orchard, and we're trying to set up a perimeter to capture him right now. Affirmative on Gold Star units.
496 warrant filled out like this.
Get in there too far, we'll never get out of here.
Look at the door right there.
Sheriff's Department. It's clear. Public bathroom. Lock it so he can't get in.
We were chasing him. He came in about 4 rows from the end, went straight across.
So he did make it in here?
Yeah, we're pretty sure he went across the fence. It's real rough right along the edge. There was no footprints actually going over. But we were right on it with the dog, and I'm pretty sure he went over into this area here.
Do we know where he crossed, do you think?
It should have been between here and the end of the grapevines, so within about maybe 50 yards.
Okay. 9183. Well, we're going to try and pick up where he broke out of the vines and crossed to the garden, and that's where we'll need the K-9 to start.
Yeah, well, that's at my location.
10-4, we're on our way down. We're here. It looks like he came out of the vines over there, and Jay's trying to track where he came in, and then from there we'll just run the dog through, and then we'll just cover alongside the dog. How's it sound? Apparently when they went to talk to him there, he leg bailed north, hit the vines, and went east. And they're pretty sure he broke through here and went into the garden. And patrol threw up a pretty good perimeter, so they're convinced he's in here right now. We're coming across with the crew. Let's go. behind you, Ron. Okay, we're right here. Right there.
There's some talking, guys.
He's okay.
Negative, we'll code 33.
Lincoln 83, we're picking a suspect up now. Lincoln 83, you can clear the channel 1 in custody.
Lincoln 83, 10-4.
Good dog, good dog. Good flash.
Oh yeah. I'm going dump them over. Back that way, I believe.
Can you start another unit by location if you can copy?
Farmer to 110-4.
Turn your arm over like this.
He has a little bit of a warrant out for grand theft or receiving stolen property.
31. Legal 31.
When you put 100 officers on the street with a command post that's established to getting their hands on the bad guy, it sure quiets down a community. It'll bring the biggest community to silence if it's done properly. And we've been real fortunate in Fresno to be able to put Gold Star on the street, and it's working real well here for us.
I guess when I was real little, I got the bug because my uncle was a police officer, and I thought it was real interesting. So not until I got a little older did I decide to pursue it and get into the academy. And once into the academy, I decided to work for the sheriff's department and went in, got hired with them, started out in the courts as a bailiff, and then for the last 8 years I've been in patrol.
3 Lincoln 41, canceling code 3, Ashland Pullman. Winston 1042, Lincoln 83.
Looks like something's going on, some type of disturbance here. There's a bunch of people congregating, they're flagging me down. Let me stop and check and see what's going on here.
Hey, that guy in the red car just pointed a gun at me. Right there, shotgun. Right there in my face.
Hey, hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it right there.
Right there. Gun in my face. Right there.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Step off. Go over there. Keep your hands on top of the car. You have a shotgun in there? You have a gun in there? Do you have a gun?
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
This is over a dog. A little dog.
Keep your hands on top of your head.
A little dog. I accidentally ran over it.
The dog was underneath the car and ran out underneath your car.
Okay, everybody. We're going to try and split this up and see what's going on to whom, okay?
Okay.
All right, why don't you step over here? Where's the gun in the car? Where's the gun? Did he have a gun or did you just say that?
No, you don't say that.
He had a gun. He got out. He pointed at me.
Get over here and just stay right there.
He was pointing it.
No, yes, I called the police.
Come over here.
I told my niece.
Is that why you're pointing a gun at me, dude?
No, I say down.
Is that why you're pointing a gun at me? Right here, dude, with your shotgun. Right here.
Sit down. Sit down.
Lie to me and tell me you're pointing a shotgun at me, huh?
Sit down.
I was driving in the little...
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Okay, are you involved in this?
We came to all this.
Okay, are you involved in this?
Yeah.
Okay, are you involved in this?
Yes.
Are you involved in this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why don't you three come over here and everybody just stand over there on the curb that's involved. Okay. Now, where's the dog that's supposedly...
It's on the street.
In the street.
In Alta.
On Alta?
In Alta.
Okay. Okay. We'll figure this out. All right. Before I start searching his car, I want to know, how did this all happen? Okay, nobody else, just her.
Okay, I was driving going about 25, and I saw something, like, it looked like a cat. And, you know, and I slowed down. By then I slowed down. I went right over the dog. Or it was just in the middle of the road.
Okay, so you ran over this guy's dog?
Right.
Okay.
And that was it. And I kept going, and then they followed us.
Okay, who followed you? This guy? The guy that's in the back of my car followed you that was driving this car?
Followed us, and then they stopped, and then he went back home, and then these guys just kept on and kept on with me.
Okay, so they aren't even with you. You were driving by yourself, and these guys were with this guy.
This one was he was with me in the back seat when it happened.
Okay,
It was an
and you two,
accident.
they were there.
Yeah, they said they were outside.
Okay, now I'm interested in the gun. How was the gun in this? Where was the gun seen?
Did he have a gun?
I thought for sure I saw a shotgun and he pointed at me.
Okay, was it or was it not a gun?
I believe so, ma'am.
How much have you had to drink tonight, sir?
I had 2 beers, I think, with the pizza that we had.
Yeah, 2 beers. Okay,
Probably 2 beers.
Okay, and then what was the circumstance with the gun? Did he come up to the car and point it at you, or you just saw it from far?
After the incident happened and they followed us, these 2 gentlemen were here. He left in the red car and came back and had what looked like a shotgun to me, and he was pointing at me and stuff. That was shortly before you guys came.
You should have saw the way they. Wait a minute, let me tell her.
Okay.
You should have saw the way they came charging at me, like if I killed one of them. I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
She didn't mean to do it though.
See, I didn't mean to.
She shot the dog because the dog is in the yard and the rock and the dog.
Well, why are you so? Okay, I understand why you're upset because the dog is a pet. Okay, but by following her, what were you gonna do?
No, we're going to stop and get the lights in the car. But I call the cops.
No, you should have saw the way they came charging
Well,
at me.
I understand that. You were with one guy, and these guys are all coming at you. You got worried.
And I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, do you have any identification, ma'am? Is it in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, this lady in the car ran over the dog. She was not sure what to do. She was thinking whether or not she should turn around. At the point that she decided that she should turn around, the owner of the dog came after her. She's heading southbound on this street. He gets behind her, and then this is how it all happened.
So he dumped the gun before you ever saw him?
Apparently he dumped the gun. He just placed it outside the passenger side. So I'm thinking that either the driver, probably the passenger, had the gun near him and then just placed it outside when he saw me pull around the corner.
Lincoln 56 assisting 98.
Where was that at?
Right there. This is the disturbance that came out. She stopped this DUI thing in the disturbance. She walked up on her. These guys turned around with the camera and were following her, and the light hit it and is laying there in the gutter.
12 gauge. It's like a Savage. Looks like the serial numbers have been ground off too. They can't locate them.
That's my dog. She killed my dog. I don't know what they're gonna do with my dog. I can do nothing else. I can bring them back. Yeah, they come right real fast on the street. I don't know why they killed it.
Okay, my friend.
We were really lucky coming into the area as we did, because I really feel that it would have escalated, especially after the gun was found. Who knows what could have happened if we hadn't been here at the right time. And it's unfortunate that this kind of situations happen, but because of the love for the pet, the tempers flared, and it could have been a lot worse than it actually was.
The west side of Fresno is an extremely rural area. We deal with a lot of farm laborers and farm labor camps out here, and different kind of disturbances involved in those camps. Part of our area out here on the west side, we've got a river that runs through, the San Joaquin River. We deal with a lot of the fishermen, dealing with fishing game codes and violations, dealing with the fishermen. And sometimes we'll run into individuals camping up on the river bank that are in possession of methamphetamines, firearms, and any other kind of weapons or narcotics. Right now, we're en route to assist on a vehicle accident that just occurred just outside the city of San Joaquin. When the call came out, it was a vehicle fully engulfed in fire. 3102. Yeah, well, how far beyond the flares are they?
They're up by the fire truck.
Yeah, well.
Then a PC 242 M. Mary.
Vehicle versus power line.
Where's the entry guys at?
When we were checking out the lines, we found we heard 2 voices out in the field, and it was our 2 victims.
they were yelling. We lit them up with our flashlights, and one victim was carrying the other one, and so we had to go out. And while we were walking in towards them, the line, one of the lines exploded, and we had to move real fast. So we got out there. One guy had a compound open fracture, bleeding pretty bad, chest injuries. One guy had a broken jaw. I could smell alcohol on both the subjects, so it's probably drunk driving, and that's the result. The heat melted the cab of the truck.
Oh, so it collapsed?
The pole just fell right off.
From talking to the other officers that were out there on scene, the first officer on scene stated that when he contacted the two victims involved, he smelled the alcohol on both of them. Two subjects were in this car. Not only could it have died just from the vehicle accident alone, but the fact that they hit a power pole and there's power lines arcing over their vehicle. They're lucky they got out of it alive and just with some broken bones.
Valor 55, log on.
Okay, right now en route to the area of the San Joaquin River and Valeria in South Dos Palos. We've gotten written authorization from the landowners to arrest or remove any trespassers on their property. They've, in the past, we've been up in the canal or riverbanks up here and made methamphetamine arrests. Yeah, go ahead. Paul 43. Your Paul 31 vehicle check.
Paul 31.
4 Union 89497. Beat San Joaquin River and Valeria. A white Ford pickup with at least one.
Joe. What? Joe, you have any ID? Yeah.
How you guys doing tonight?
Fine.
Fine?
Yeah.
You catching anything?
Fish.
You guys catch anything?
I caught one good old catfish there. Oh, really?
What'd you do to your leg?
Got him? Yeah, he's down there on the string.
You broke your ankle?
Do you gentlemen have any guns here at your site? No guns in the vehicle?
I don't have any guns.
Do you have any guns on you?
No.
Whose truck?
Mine.
Any guns in the vehicle?
Not that I know of, no.
Well, what do you mean not that you know of? You either have them or you don't.
I don't have any guns.
Okay, you sure? Are you sure you don't have any guns on you? Pardon me?
We're flying to go fishing.
That's fine. People take guns with them when they go fishing. For rattlesnakes and such.
There are no snakes out here.
No guns, right?
No, I ain't got no guns.
There's none in the vehicle.
I got no guns.
Are there any guns in the vehicle?
No.
That's what I'm looking for. Yes or no?
I got no guns.
You can see a gun right here in plain sight.
Pardon?
You can see a gun right there in the case. Whose gun's that?
I got no guns.
Lincoln 23.
Where?
I don't want you going over there. There's a gun sitting right in that bag. Whose bag is that? Right there. That's your bag? Why are we asking about guns and nobody's saying they got one?
Marksman Bullard 10-4.
I got it. That's my gun.
That's your gun?
Lincoln 2329, sorry.
Why'd you tell me?
Why didn't you tell me?
Grab him and bring him back to my car. Step back here.
Marksman Bullard 10-4, current.
No, we use it for protection, that's all, man.
I understand that, but you have to be honest with me when I'm out here. Do you understand me?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. I'm asking these questions for my protection and the protection of my fellow deputies out here.
Okay.
And that's the only reason I'm asking those kind of questions. And you need to be straight with me. Because you can be sure I'm going to be straight with you.
Okay, listen, we are really straight with you. The only reason I bought that gun, that's, from my house.
How many times did I ask you if you had a gun out here? 5, 6?
4 or 5 times,
That's right. Every time. No, officer. Not because you lied to me. I'm going to check you again.
Yeah.
Because now you piqued my interest, so to speak. Try to put your hands behind your back.
In a white pickup.
You don't do that.
Advising shots possibly came from a residence near the intersection.
The best policy is honesty, but...
That's right, it is.
Best way to go. Serial number is David 6792.
I got no parole and no warrants. Why you haul me in on this for?
You lied to me, that's why. Straight up.
Okay,
You lied to me.
Okay, I admit that.
528
You know, I should have just took the gun and said, yeah, heck, here it is.
Yeah, you should have.
You know, but
then I wouldn't have piqued my interest, and I wouldn't have been asking you so many questions. And I would have been on my way, and you'd be back to sleep by now. Okay? He wants to lie, he can go to jail and explain to the judge. That's his problem now.
Okay, we're en route to a call where a mother's called in that her son is naked in a garage and she's possibly under the influence of some sort of narcotics right now. We're en route to help another area because they don't have enough units right now. Being naked, which the call is highly likely that he's on the influence of PCP or crank. There's somebody in the back over there. Is he naked or what?
No, they're calling him John.
I'll go on the back side over here. Come on out, man. Put your hands up.
Put my hands up?
Put the knife down, man. Put the knife down. He's got a knife.
Put it down.
Put the knife down. Put the knife down. Now get down on your knees. Get down on your knees.
Get down on your knees.
Get down on your knees. Watch it. John, get down on your knees. He's got a crowbar right here, too. Get down on your knees.
Yeah, I'm fixing my grandma's car right there. Sorry about the mess here, guys.
John, why don't you step out here away from all that crap you're standing around?
Yes, sir.
Get your hands out of your pocket, John.
Yes, sir.
Get on your knees.
Put your hands behind your head. Yes, sir.
You got him, Jeff?
Put your hands apart. Yes, sir.
Put your fingers out. Okay, lean forward. Lean forward. Forward. Lean forward. Down your stomach.
All he's got to do is say that. Am I resisting arrest?
No.
You're doing just fine so far. Get on there.
Okay. Go ahead and turn over. 331, code 4, 1 in custody.
All right, now lift you up now. Ready?
Come on. Okay.
Is it open, more open over here?
You can get through there.
Sure. Maybe you can tell me what's going on. Why are we here?
I don't know.
Well, your mom called because she said there's some kind of problem.
Yeah, she's been making a mess out of the place.
Oh, she was making a mess back there, not you?
No, I was over there doing laundry by my race car.
You?
Can I get a drink of water before I go?
No, not yet. You'll be all right.
Come on, let me have a drink of that water, dude. Come on.
If deputies tell you to drop a knife and you're holding a knife, you gotta drop it, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're lucky we didn't shoot you. Okay?
Yeah, you're lucky.
I'm lucky?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, wouldn't you feel bad if you saw my blood all over my sign?
I would, and that's why I told you to drop it, because we didn't want you to get hurt.
You guys need to go talk to mom and probably the kids. Probably gonna have a 314. Kids came in the garage. He's in there naked. Starts playing with himself and starts talking to the kids about his private parts. So probably need to do something with that.
What was going on tonight with your son?
Okay, he was in the garage naked. And Philip just opened the door to get a bicycle pump up his, and that's when he saw John that way. And John says, "Don't tell anybody." He had a nervous breakdown probably about 4 or 5 years ago. He lost his business, and his dad got very ill. His wife left him, and he really went off the deep end, and that's when he went on to drugs.
Okay. Do you know if he used any drugs today at all?
Oh, of course. That's why he's...
Is he using the needle, or
yes,
is he?
Of course.
Have you seen him do that in the past?
No, I don't tolerate that. I don't allow that in my house, and I don't even go around that stuff, okay? I don't want no part of it. All I know is that all of my spoons are gone out of my drawers, and I was mad about that.
Right. Have you been in there and checked any of that out in there?
I don't go in his garage because he's got mice in there and a snake that crawls around, and I'm deathly afraid of that.
This is your garage, though?
No, this is my mother's. This is my mother's property.
Your mother over here?
Yes.
Okay. You mind if we go and take a look in there?
In his place?
Yeah.
I don't care. Okay. I don't even know what's in there.
I can't believe he's been staying in this place.
He's definitely a collector of items. The grandma didn't know that he was out here using drugs or anything like that. The grandma was telling me he's been living here for about 8 months, off and on. She said she doesn't want him in the house at all because of what he's doing.
Is that a crack right there?
We got an old spoon here that he's been using to fix his drugs, which is probably going to be crank.
Tonight he's going to go to jail. He's under arrest for possession of stolen property for the license plate that comes back off the stolen vehicle, possession of hypodermic needles, and possession of drug paraphernalia. And so he's going to be going to Fresno County Jail.
Okay, that's fine. How long can you keep him? That sounds terrible. I'm sorry, but he has driven us crazy.
I don't know.
My car isn't safe. My house isn't safe. He has keys to all of these things.
He'll at least be in there till he comes down off of the drugs, you know. And while he's high, he doesn't need to be around the children,
No, he does not. No, he does not.
So, I mean,
he is our primary concern.
if it keeps up, you know, if he gets out of jail, you're gonna have your mom evict him out of here. So, you know, I know he's a family member.
But you feel guilty for calling the police on your child.
Well, you got the little ones to worry about. He's an adult now.
We did not warn him.
You know, he knows what he's doing to himself. So, okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You all have been real nice.
Between Forest Service and Ozzie, they did aerial surveillance about 2 months ago, and they located a fairly large grow up in the Verplank drainage, which is up on the South Fork of the Kings River. They're estimating right now between 2,000 and 4,000 plants, and judging from what they can tell, it looks like it's within, from bottom to top, about a 1,500-foot elevation change. Is pretty steep. It appears from the surveillance that Forest Service and Chris has done over the last couple weeks that they're coming into the lower garden first based on the paths and the food supply that's stuck down there. I guess there's quite a bit of bags of beans and rice down there. No signs of weapons or ammunition at that location, but of course we're going to believe if they're camped up there somewhere, you got to believe they're armed. We're starting out this early in the morning because our target location is about 2 hours outside of town. The initial insertion team, which we're going to be part of, is going to go in across the river, and we're going to try and get up into the first garden, which is going to be about a half-mile hike. See the garden. Once all the gardens are clear, then we'll start at the bottom and we'll start processing for evidence, and then ultimately, last thing gets done is cut the plants. Sounds like the suspects have left the lower gardens and started moving up the hill. See, we got their little religious candle here to help protect them, along with their fertilizer. You can see where they're running the main irrigation line is this hose, and then it'll gradually go down to a smaller feeder, and then it goes into the small emitters that go to each plant. See this whole area in here, everywhere the garden is was thick with underbrush and poison oak, just like it's stacked over to the side. So what they've done over the course of the time is they've come in here and basically cleared this whole area out just to make it for their garden. And then they've been pulling plants that are the male plants, and they throw them off to the side so that all they're left with is the female plants, which is the sinsemilla. And you can see the difference in the quality in some of the plants is ones that are getting a little bit more fertilizer and more care. Here, this one's one of the better tops, or the buds that are starting to come out. And that's what these guys are wanting. That's the money and the cash in this crop. But there's millions of dollars of marijuana out here, just from what I can see, just what we've seen in this one garden. No doubt about it. Street values, you're well into the millions.
This looks like a spot where they were washing some clothes, maybe taking a bath, probably doing some cooking here. We haven't yet found their sleeping quarters, but we bet it's somewhere around here.
Hey, Brent, watch when you reach down there, look first and make sure you're not grabbing old Mr. Rattler. They'll curl up in the cool wet. Hopefully we made enough noise that they're gone. To see at least one of the suspects come into the garden, but I think they had their own alarm system or detection system set up or whatnot, because it was quite clear that he turned and ran uphill again. By the time that we could react to that, he had gotten out of the perimeter that we had. So we didn't get any suspects in custody as yet, but they're working on the investigation, and we're pretty certain we can track one or two of them down. We've inserted 21 people into the garden. They've worked all day. There's 3 main gardens, one lower, middle, and the upper is what we referred to. Took approximately 1,200 plants out of the lower garden. I think there's another 600 plants out of the middle garden. All in all, I think great success.
Cowboy can find drugs that other deputies might not be able to. Cowboy has found drugs that have been buried into the ground. 1.5 feet, he's found drugs that have been hidden in cars. He's had a lot of finds in his career. And I'd like to bring him up to, and let's give him a great big hand for being here today. And we've hidden some things in this room.
Can we?
So that he can find them. You gotta be very quiet, very quiet. Everybody stay seated. Stay seated so that you can see, so everyone can see. Uh-oh, he found something. Look at it, he's turned around.
Cowboy, show me the drugs. Show me the drugs. Wow, good boy. Good boy, Cowboy. Okay, why don't you come up to the front with us here? What? I don't remember giving this young lady any of our drugs here. Come on, Cowboy. Leave it.
What Cowboy has told me is that there might be some drugs in this young lady's backpack. Okay, what Cowboy has found is marijuana inside this young lady's backpack. How did that get in there?
I do not know.
Okay, well...
Wait, now I remember. Last Friday I went to the movies and I left my bag next to a guy. I went up to go get a drink and I left my bag.
See, now this is what can happen. You can set your bag down any place in Fresno, and if somebody gets scared enough to where they've got drugs on them and want to hide them, they could put them in your backpack, and then you would get in trouble. See, what Cowboy's telling me, he's still smelling the drugs in there. This drug is so strong that he smells the odor in there even after I take it out. It's much like if you're eating popcorn, the popcorn's all gone, but you still smell the popcorn. Look, see? Good boy, Cowboy.
My partner and I, Cowboy, have been together for about 11 months, and we've done demonstrations at schools. We've done demonstrations for businesses. We've searched schools. We've done sober graduation, and actually at sober graduation, we actually found some narcotics. So they were very happy about that.
32 subject check.
Okay, we're en route to assist one of our other units. They've got 2 people in custody for possession of methamphetamine, and they've got a vehicle. And I think there may be more narcotics in the vehicle. And they requested me and my partner, Cowboy, to assist in the search of the car. And that's where we're headed right now. King 57, 1097.
1657, 10-4. Command calls from Fresno County. Need a still Maple north of Tulare.
Vehicle stopped, no seatbelt. Put him over, pat him down for the plastic. I said, was this dope? Because yeah, it's dope. I said, anything else is in the car? He said, no. So I looked, I found the Camel cigarette pack stuff between the driver's seat and the console there. And
you got about an 8-ball there?
Yeah, man.
Okay, do me a favor.
Do anything further.
Go ahead and take that and take it off the trunk, because if I don't, when I search the other side of the vehicle, he's going to hit on it. Kelly, up. Boy. Here. Go boy. Here. Up. That's a go boy. That's a go boy. Check that camel pack that's on the passenger side. That's a go boy. Yeah, the one on the floor. There's a go boy. There's a go boy. He hit on that.
He's got a joint in here.
A joint? Hey, dope's dope, huh, buddy? Cowboy. Yes, a good boy. Yes, a good boy. Load. Load. Good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Stay.
3 Tom 23.
3 Tom 23.
Stop.
Vehicle stop identified.
We're going to assist another unit here. They've got a vehicle stop. They're suspecting there's drugs inside this vehicle, and they called me and my partner Cowboy to come out here and search this vehicle and see if we can't find the drugs that they've hidden inside here. Hey guys, how you doing? Stay. Oh, that's okay. He's a nice dog. He's out here trying to find drugs. Good boy. Break.
I just need to cross reference.
Here. Cowboy. Cowboy. Here. Find it. Up. Good boy. Smelling something, buddy? Come on. Up. He's starting to smell an odor underneath the passenger seat here. And looks like we might have something else underneath the passenger seat. Good boy. Good boy. Put you on the other side, see what you find. Friday, he's smelling something underneath a bench seat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in on the other side first and make sure I clear that and tear that apart.
Okay. You want to go search the hood for me? Sure.
Residue. So anything you find out, if you want to take this side, you want me to take this side or what?
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Okay, go ahead. I'll look underneath there, and hopefully we won't get hit by a car. Where he was hitting was, like, see this pipe here?
Uh-huh.
Directly underneath this thing. He stuck his nose right on the hump. And I see some plastic right here. We got some right here. Look, leave it there for right now. We got some dope right here.
Yeah.
Looks like that's what he was hitting on. Looks like meth also. Okay, Cowboy does another good job for us here. We found some methamphetamine in the car. Now for tonight we got 2 arrests where Cowboy found a car, and what I'm going to do is give him a good job here, and we'll be on our way. That's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good boy, Cowboy.